empathy process. It was something that was shared with us by another trainer who is with us in Albuquerque. His name is Jake. So some people call it Jake's process because that's what we called it initially. But I like the Jiffy Lube empathy process because it really talks about quality of efficiency. So, in those moments where we begin to constrict, where we begin to, when we feel that sense of stuckness and we're losing our sense of presence and resource, the first step is to notice that. Hello, wake up. Just notice it. Use it as a wake call and just notice whatever that feeling is going on inside. Because that's exactly what it is a wake-up call. It's each of us communicate with ourselves in that way. So notice the feeling. And the second step is I give myself permission to feel it. Or to think whatever's going on, maybe in the thought realm, whatever. I just give myself permission to be just where I am. And the third step is I give the other permission to be just where they are. Just as they are and just as they aren't. Just to let it be. I give permission. As if the world needs my permission. Or I even need, I need that. I need that for myself. The world doesn't need my permission. It's like that way. It's like that anyway. But I offer it as a gift to myself. And then the fourth step is to think of something about the situation or the person that I feel grateful for. To find some piece of gratitude of something that person has done or that someone has done, maybe even that I have done, that I feel grateful for. And I savor that. And then I go back to wherever I take that resource I've just built and I become present to what is again. So, for example, let me demonstrate it for you. I'm in the car with a group of people. Someone is speaking about something that is important to them. And I hear someone say something else, and I can't tell if they're joking or not. And I notice a sense of constriction in myself, a tension around my eyes, and a tightness in my chest. So I notice that, and I go, okay. Give myself permission. I give a sense of acceptance to what is inside of myself. And then I put my focus on this other person. And I go, You're just being yourself. Have that sense of acceptance, that giving of permission that allows me to be just there with them as they are and are not. And then the fourth step, think of that person. And I actually connect with how much fun we've had together at times. And I can connect to a moment and a couple of times where I have received such deep empathy and understanding through being with this person. My heart just opens. And I'm ready to be present again with my honesty. I'm feeling that's whatever I do next. But in that moment, I chose honesty. So that's how I've used that in my life. So I feel confused. I'd like to understand whether you're joking or whether this is really so for you. Tell me. So that's how I've used it in my life. So now I'd like for us to have an opportunity to practice that in your life. So remember a time when something happened and you felt frustrated and annoyed, something you constricted in a way where you separated from another person. You felt that sort of distance. Maybe an enemy image came up for you about that person, or a right-wrongness about them, a wrongness in particular. If you're not connected to a time yet, raise your hand. Okay, so take another moment. Remember being with someone and something happened. Are you constricted? Just notice, as you think of that right now, what feelings are arising in you. Just notice whatever that constriction is. And give yourself permission to be just as you are right now, just with that, whatever that feeling or those thoughts are. And considering the other person, give that person permission to be just as they are, as they are not. And remember one thing that this person, or in this situation, that has been a need for you, that you feel grateful for. Savor that gratitude. And when you're ready, we'll do a checkout of the day.